going on, guys? JD from New York here. This is your WWE Battleground review and results. Battleground took place tonight from Tampa Bay, Florida, July 20th, 2014. I want to thank each and every one of you guys for following me on Twitter and tweeting with me as the show went down. I always have fun with you guys on Twitter. If you're not following me, link is down below in the description. Follow me all across social media. If you guys missed Off the Script today, I posted part 3. Link is also down below with the other parts. If you did miss this weekend show, parts 1, 2, and 3, everything's down below. And my boys over at Chairshot Reality, WrestleZone.com, Labar, Eisenberg, Ghoulish, go check them out as well. Chairshot Reality at WrestleZone.com. Their homepage is down below with all other links to social media. So go check them out. Tell them JD sent you, all right? Now, Battleground. I don't like these B-level pay-per-views, man. I was never a big fan of these B-level pay-per-views. But the WWE had an opportunity tonight to kind of set forth and kind of set the tone for WWE SummerSlam, and they failed to produce any excitement going into SummerSlam. If you guys were watching the WWE Network tonight, if you guys were watching Battleground, like me and the rest of everybody else who's into professional wrestling, from the hours of 8 o'clock to when the show went off the air about 10:50 Eastern Standard Time, if you guys watched that opening match with the Usos and the Wyatt family, Rowan and Harper, in that 2 out of 3 falls match, if that was the only match you seen on tonight's card, you probably would have saved yourself 2.5 hours of your life. That match was the best match on this pay-per-view. I will talk about that in a little bit. Bray Wyatt and Chris Jericho also put on a solid performance. It's not over with those two yet. It was a great physical match, a very mid-paced match, one that Bray Wyatt excels in. And Bray Wyatt actually took the loss tonight against Chris Jericho. Again, I will talk about that in a little bit. We had the Fatal 4-Way match with Cena, Orton, Reigns, and Kane for the WWE Championship. I don't know what to tell you, man. These Fatal 4-Way matches are just not my cup of tea. And I'm going to start off this review with this Fatal 4-Way match, man. The WWE Championship situation is such a fucking mess right now. Nobody genuinely cares. And the reason why I say that is because nobody wanted Daniel Bryan to be hurt. I don't know if it's just me, and I would love to hear you guys' opinions. Am I the only one who misses Daniel Bryan as a WWE champion for this company? When Daniel Bryan was the WWE champion, there was a certain level of excitement when he was in the ring. He did something with the crowd that nobody has done since the likes of Steve Austin and The Rock. Nobody. Everyone was genuinely in sync and in tune with what he was doing in that ring. Daniel Bryan controlled the crowd, and he didn't have to do anything at all. Roman Reigns, John Cena, Kane, and Randy Orton struggled to find any kind of grasp with that crowd. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about the WWE title situation. Daniel Bryan is out. We all miss Daniel Bryan. You know, that's a huge gap that the WWE has to fill, and they're not going to do it. And the only reason why we even care about what's happening going forth with SummerSlam is because we know the inevitable is going to happen. The one man that can save us all from this pure torture and this pure boredom that John Cena and Roman Reigns have been polluting with the WWE Championship situation is Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar will be back on Monday Night Raw, and he will finally save us from this trash that we've been seeing ever since Daniel Bryan has gotten injured and had to be stripped of the WWE Championship. John Cena winning tonight is logical. It is a logical choice. All these reports about Roman Reigns is not ready. He certainly proved to every one of you watching that he's not ready. I'm sitting in the living room with my brothers and my friend John. My brothers Frank and Mike. We're all watching, and we're all genuinely laughing at how much of a joke the WWE title match was tonight. You seen every other move was a fucking clothesline. John Cena did the 5 moves of doom twice. He delivered 2 AAs. Roman Reigns delivered what, 3 or 4 spears, 3 or 4 Superman punches, his lunge on the outside of the ropes where he knees his opponent in the head on the outside of the ring apron. How many fucking times are you going to repeat the same move over and over again? That entire match was nothing but clotheslines and signature moves by everybody. Kane with fucking 3 chokeslams, Randy Orton with his signature DDT, middle rope DDT. Nothing new was presented to the viewer in this match. It failed to captivate the audience, and it failed to grasp anyone's attention, not only at home, but in the crowd. The WWE title situation is completely fucking stale, and that's stamped with an exclamation point on top of it after tonight. I don't care what anyone says. Roman Reigns is really, really going downhill on my JD scale right now. He really needs to do a lot to gain my favor, and he's not doing that whatsoever. He's just becoming another carbon copy of John Cena, but more, I guess, built, and he's got a better look to him than John Cena, and he's youthful, and he's young. That's the only thing going for him right now. Roman Reigns possesses all the talent in the world. He's athletic, he's got the look, he looks great. Other than that, he's nothing but a John Cena carbon copy. Okay? I don't give a shit what anyone says about Roman Reigns. The way that the WWE is presenting him to me, he will not be ready for WrestleMania 31 main event against Brock Lesnar if that's the route that they decide to go. It's not ready for him yet, okay? He's not ready. He's not going to be ready if he continues down this path, and that is my genuine and honest opinion on it. If you don't like it, I would love to hear you down below. But Roman Reigns right now, he's got all the tools in the world to excel as a WWE superstar, to be something different, but he's failing to do that. He's taking the easy route out. He's in the main event with John Cena and Randy Orton when he really doesn't even deserve to be there, and he's not showing you anything new. He's pretty much doing exactly what Cena's doing, except 20 years younger. I don't know how old was Cena, about 37 years old. Reigns, how old is Reigns? How old can Reigns be? Gotta be anywhere between 15 to 20 years younger than what John Cena is right now. Okay? He's not giving us anything new. WWE is molding him into a typical generic WWE superstar that they want to pretty much mold into their next face of the company. It's not going to happen, and it's not happening, in my opinion. There's no way you can physically say Roman Reigns is ready to fight Brock Lesnar a year from now at WrestleMania. There's no way you can physically say that Roman Reigns is ready to beat Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. As far as I'm concerned, Brock Lesnar is ready to snap anyone in half that gets in his way, including Roman Reigns. Brock Lesnar is going to save us from this WWE title situation. I'm upset Daniel Bryan is not even in the WWE Championship picture anymore because of his injury. I miss him, and the WWE sorely misses him. And, you know, the simple fact that he's out creates a huge gap that the WWE is not going to fill. In comes Brock Lesnar. He's the only viable option right now for him to be WWE Champion. There's no one else on the roster that even deserves to be close to that title, except for Brock Lesnar. And you guys might not like Brock Lesnar. Oh, he's a money whore. He's only back for the money. He's going to be a part-time guy. They're giving the WWE Championship to a part-time guy. The Rock was a part-time guy. Brock Lesnar holds more weight right now than The Rock ever did since he came back to the WWE. So I don't even want to hear that situation. Okay? Brock Lesnar is going to come back, and he deserves the WWE Championship. I don't care what anyone says. It's better than Reigns. It's better than Cena. It's better than anyone else on the current WWE roster right now that's not named Daniel Bryan. Okay? Lesnar is going to hold the title, and until the WWE presents me with a viable situation or a viable challenger for Brock Lesnar, I don't think anyone should take the title of Brock Lesnar. If you want Brock Lesnar to hold it, the only man I see even challenging for the title is Daniel Bryan. Again. Have him come back, have him win the Rumble, and there you go. There's your WrestleMania main event. Give Daniel Bryan another WrestleMania moment, because Roman Reigns certainly isn't working his way there from what I see, especially after tonight. That's my rant on Roman Reigns. The main event was a complete fucking farce. So boring, so lame, there's no way any viewer can actually invest their time into that WWE title picture and be excited about it. There's nothing to be excited about. John Cena won because it's logical. I knew John Cena was going to win. All these reports about Roman Reigns winning, not going to happen. John Cena is the logical choice. Brock Lesnar versus John Cena is your star-studded main event for WWE SummerSlam. And that's when we will finally get what we want, a WWE champion to be excited for by the name of Brock Lesnar. So that's what's going to happen. If you don't like it, go watch somebody else, because I know I stand corrected. Usos versus the Wyatts, unbelievable tag team match. These matches between the Usos and Rowan and Harper, I mean, they've been at it for a couple weeks now straight, okay? I even said it on Twitter. I don't know how much more these two teams can present to us as the viewer and still maintain our interest. I was dead wrong, okay? When I'm wrong, I don't mind admitting I'm wrong when it comes to the WWE, okay? But what these two teams did tonight was unreal. And this is the reason why I love tag team wrestling. These two teams showed you why tag team wrestling needs to thrive in the WWE. WWE really needs to get their heads together, to get the heads out of their asses, and start developing teams and putting teams together. Bring up the Ascension, and let's have a strong, credible tag team division. Because when you have matches like that, and the crowd is going absolutely fucking crazy for what the Usos and the Wyatt family did at Battleground, you need to have tag team wrestling as a staple, not only on WWE Weekly TV, but presented in limelight and under the spotlight on WWE pay-per-view. That's how fucking good this match was. There was near fall after near fall, to the point where I thought the Wyatts were going to win this thing and finally be crowned tag team champions. But LeBar said it on Twitter, and I agree with him 100%. You need the Usos to win, even though we all want to see the Wyatt family get what they deserve, because they've been absolutely phenomenal in what they've been doing since they made their WWE main roster debut. But the Usos winning solidifies them as the team to beat, the face team. There's no other teams in the division right now besides the Usos and the Wyatt family. So as the Usos winning the tag team championships and remaining tag team champions as a face team, it gives the WWE more options to find a heel tag team to feud with them, i.e. the Ascension. The Ascension comes up from NXT and is the next opponents for the Usos. I'm hoping the WWE brings up the Ascension sometime in the next 4 weeks. Ascension versus the Usos at SummerSlam. And we continue on with these great tag team matches that we've been seeing from the Usos. I was down on the Usos. I was not a big fan of these guys, but they have been absolutely unbelievable in what they've been doing for the tag team division. They're doing what pretty much Cody Rhodes and Goldust did when they were tag team champions. And I love the work that they've been doing. I'm very high on the Usos right now, especially the Wyatts. I'm very high on them. I've been high on them for the longest time. I've said it ever since they made their debut. These guys are going to be stars. Wyatt, himself, Rowan, and Harper. Unbelievable tag team match. There was a point in this match where one of the Usos super kicked, what's his name? Luke Harper. Super kicked Luke Harper, and Luke Harper was unfazed by what happened. Clothesline by Luke Harper, and he fucking leveled one of the Usos. I don't remember which one it was, but I thought at that point the Wyatts were going to win the tag team championships. Then all of a sudden there was a double splash off the top rope, and the Usos retained the WWE Tag Team Championships. Great fucking match. The match of the night. If you guys got the network and you want to watch one match, it is that match. So the Usos retained the Tag Team Championships, and I don't know why I always mix up Luke Harper and Eric Rowan. It's 11:30 right now, and I'm fucking dead tired. You gotta excuse me. I'm coming off a high from Battleground. I'm fucking flustered. I'm upset with what I seen tonight. Disappointing pay-per-view, to say the least. So I got all kinds of fucking emotions going on right now, so just excuse me for that. Ambrose versus Rollins never happened. I'm glad it never happened. I would much rather see their first one-on-one match occur at SummerSlam, because that's how big SummerSlam needs to be. Now, Ambrose was actually waiting in the wings, waiting to just sneak attack Rollins as he was being interviewed before his match. Ambrose comes out of nowhere, puts the fucking stamp on the nickname the Loose Cannon. They used to call Brian Pillman the Loose Cannon. Dean Ambrose is actually living up to that moniker very much so. Ambrose attacks Rollins as he's being interviewed, and he gets escorted out of the building. Triple H throws him out of the building, says he's not coming back into Battleground. Rollins now doesn't have an opponent, so their match was scheduled to take place. Rollins comes out and declares himself the winner by forfeit because Ambrose was thrown out. Ambrose all of a sudden comes back into the arena, and there's a huge brawl between Ambrose and Rollins on the outside. Every WWE official you can name came out there. Triple H came out there. They escorted both men out of the building this time. Rollins was thrown out of the building. Ambrose was thrown out of the building. Rollins at one point was escorted by security guards to the parking lot, where Dean Ambrose, again, was waiting in the trunk of a car, of a rental car, with a crowbar, and tried to sneak attack Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins kind of knew something was going on. He stopped dead in his tracks to look around to see if it was safe to continue on, to go to his car. Ambrose, you see the trunk pop open, and out comes Ambrose trying to sneak attack Rollins. Again, this match is going to take place at SummerSlam. They brawl on the outside on top of the vehicle. And I like that this happened. This was another part of the show that was very exciting for me. Their build to this match at SummerSlam has got me very, very intrigued, because you know it's going to be an all-out war when they do get their hands on each other. And that's what I want. I want build. I want build between two guys who genuinely showcase hatred for each other and have a storyline meaning behind it. And then we finally get that match at SummerSlam, and then when they finally collide, it's going to be an all-out war. That may be a show-stealing match at SummerSlam when Ambrose and Rollins go one-on-one. Maybe some type of stipulation, maybe a backlot brawl. I don't know, but all I know is that their one-on-one match did not take place tonight, which I'm happy about. A lot of people on Twitter were disappointed that it was falsely advertised, and they kind of, swerved us with this match. But at SummerSlam, when it goes down, it's going to be all that much more special. Believe me. Ambrose Rollins did not take place tonight. Rollins considers himself the victor by forfeit, but they were both escorted out of the building. Rollins, Ambrose, SummerSlam, it's going to be an all-out war. Believe me, it's going to steal the show at SummerSlam in August. We had AJ Lee defeated Paige. I don't know what it is with Paige, man. I want to be very high up on Paige as a solid diva in the division, but I don't know what's going on, man. It looks like she's holding herself back. It looks like she really can't handle the stress of being on the WWE main roster. Tonight's match with AJ, I wanted to be excited about this feud even before Battleground happened, before these two even got booked in a match together. I wanted to be high up on this match, and I wanted this match to be one of those Divas matches that we can look forward to finally get back into being interested in Divas wrestling on WWE TV. But this match was incredibly fucking sloppy. It could have been so much better than it was. Paige just doesn't look comfortable in her role on TV, especially on Raw, and tonight on pay-per-view, I seen the same thing. You know, she doesn't look comfortable to be on the main roster, and I don't know who produced the match or scripted the match, but it was very, very sloppy. You know, they didn't really gel too well together. Match lasted about 6 minutes, and AJ at one point got her submission move on her. Paige actually countered that, but everything else before that was very sloppy. It seemed like they didn't really mesh well together. AJ gets the victory here. I do see these two again battling it out for the Divas Championship at SummerSlam. Hopefully, under the lights of Los Angeles, it will be a lot better. But I don't know what it is with Paige, man. I think Paige really needs to snap out of it. Rumors going around that she's not in good graces with Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon is very down on her character at the moment, and he's very high up on AJ, obviously. That's why AJ is the Divas Champion right now. But Paige really needs to snap out of it. Otherwise, it's not going to look good for her long-term future as a WWE Diva. I just wish they would turn her heel already, give her some more of a personality, have her be a little bit more ruthless, you know, go after what she wants, be a little bit more physical with AJ. Maybe she's playing a role she's not really used to playing. I don't know what happened on NXT, but like I said, she looks very uncomfortable on WWE TV right now, and I don't know what's going on, but hopefully she snaps out of it. AJ gets the victory there over Paige, and like I said, it was a very sloppy match right from the start of the opening bell. Rusev defeated Jack Swagger. One of these matches I was incredibly disappointed about. Rusev defeated Jack Swagger by countout. Very lame ending. The match itself was very, very mid-paced. You know, they really didn't pick it up. They didn't go into that second gear. They never got out of the first gear, to be quite honest with you. Very lame ending. Rusev wins by countout. Jack Swagger had the Patriot lock locked in the middle of the ring. Rusev slips to the outside. Jack Swagger follows again to the outside and applies the Patriot lock again on the outside of the ring. Somehow Rusev gets out of it and kind of propels Jack Swagger into the ring post. Somehow, I don't know how that's even physically possible, but Jack Swagger was counted out. Rusev gets back into the ring, beats the 9 count, beats the 10 count, and they declare him the winner. After the match, Rusev is limping because of the effects of the ankle lock, and he goes back to the outside, throws Swagger back in the ring, and applies the Accolade Rusev celebrates. They got the big Russian flag hanging from the rafters there, and he does a celebration in the ring. I really didn't want these two to be feuding leading into SummerSlam. I kind of wanted it to be a very physical match to the point where Jack Swagger might have pulled out a victory tonight, but Rusev ultimately would have got the win. I really didn't want these two to bleed into SummerSlam. I did have hopes of Rusev moving on from Swagger very quickly and kind of developing a feud with Sheamus, because I've been quoted on saying that Sheamus and Rusev having a feud at SummerSlam would be an unbelievable match. Rusev with this whole Russian gimmick, I think him holding the United States title would give him unlimited type heel heat. And I think that would be the best way to go for the WWE if they wanted to do it. But I don't think they're going to do that. I think Swagger and Rusev now are going to feud into SummerSlam. And Rusev and Swagger kind of going to have the match that they did not have tonight on Battleground, where Rusev gets the 1-2-3 victory or the submission victory over Jack Swagger at SummerSlam. I really didn't want that to happen, but I still have high hopes for a Sheamus versus Rusev feud at hopefully SummerSlam, if not following SummerSlam, because I do think Rusev with the United States Championship would gain him unlimited amounts of heat, and it would be great for his character if they want to continue down that road, especially with all the overseas politics that's going on and that plane crash. There's rumors about WWE kind of canceling this whole Russia versus USA thing to kind of, just get rid of it. It's kind of in bad taste with this this airplane crash that supposedly the Russians shot down. I don't know what's going on there. I got news on that. I've been reading up on it and into it for Off the Script this coming Friday, so look forward to that. There's rumors of WWE canceling this entire storyline, but that remains to be seen. Chris Jericho versus Bray Wyatt, very physical match, very mid-paced match. There was some spots here and there that were a little bit shaky, but overall it was a very good match. Chris Jericho gets the victory here. I'm going to have some goons on here saying that Chris Jericho buried Bray Wyatt. That's not the case whatsoever. The announcers even said to this match that Chris Jericho winning tonight was an upset over Bray Wyatt. That says a lot about what the WWE thinks about Bray Wyatt. This feud is going to continue on into SummerSlam, and Bray Wyatt is going to ultimately get one over on Chris Jericho. So this is not the end. This is just the beginning. A lot of high expectations for this feud, maybe a little bit too high. Everybody's putting this feud very, very high on their pedestals right now, and I don't think we should be doing that. Chris Jericho and Bray Wyatt do have a plan. Jericho even said it himself that he would only come back to the WWE if he has a plan and something special planned for himself and the WWE Universe. This is just a taste of what we're going to see. Bray Wyatt, I love his physical style. I love his pacing in the match. They told a great story tonight. Bray Wyatt was in no way buried at all. Chris Jericho gets the victory with the code breaker. We will see this again at SummerSlam, even better than what we've seen tonight at Battleground. So look forward to that. Bray Wyatt is not buried in any means. Don't worry about it. Jericho won. He needed to get one solid victory under his belt during his return. That came tonight. Bray Wyatt will win at SummerSlam. And finally, guys, the Battle Royal for the IC title. Absolutely a fucking joke of a match, man. Unbelievable how the WWE logically books these fucking Battle Royals. This is the reason why I stated I hate Battle Royals. They're not only predictable, but it's nothing but cheese. It is an absolute fucking clusterfuck of a joke, and certain things I can understand. I can certainly understand why WWE does some things, but when you have a predictable fucking ending like we seen tonight, in The Miz winning the IC title, The Miz is your new Intercontinental Champion, but The Miz spent at least 80% of the fucking match on the outside of the ring, sleeping is what I like to call it. He waited for the prime spot to get back in the ring when Dolph Ziggler was all alone. Dolph Ziggler eliminates Sheamus, and everyone's like, oh my god, Ziggler's going to win the IC title. Really? Really? The Miz is on the outside. Nobody makes mention of The Miz. None of the announced team makes mention of The Miz on the outside of the ring as an in-ring opponent here. He was never eliminated. As soon as he went through the middle ropes, they never made mention of him again. None of the WWE officials on the outside even mentioned The Miz or went over to The Miz to see if he was okay, to tell him to get back into the ring, to follow the rules of the match. You can't have one guy laying on the outside. And then all of a sudden he comes back when the spot is right, when the time is right, and eliminates Dolph Ziggler for the Battle Royal win and the Intercontinental title. Now, Wade Barrett ultimately said before this match, began that whoever wins this match pretty much is just holding it till he gets back, and then at that point, the winner's going to receive a bullhammer, and the IC title is pretty much coming back to him, which I hope it does. The Miz and Wade Barrett, I could see feuding for the Intercontinental title. Everyone's telling me the Miz versus Dolph Ziggler for the IC title at SummerSlam. I would much rather see Dolph Ziggler versus Wade Barrett for the IC title. I don't know about you guys. I would rather Dolph Ziggler hold the belt for Wade Barrett until he comes back. I would much rather see that feud instead of the Miz. But the Miz winning, I do understand. I don't like in the manner that he did win it. The manner in which he won was an absolute fucking joke. How anyone can watch that and be okay with that, there's something wrong with you upstairs. That match was so poorly booked and so illogical. And I use that word on this channel a lot. Illogical. There's no logic to anything that happened in that Battle Royal, especially with The Miz. The Miz winning solidifies himself as a top mid-card guy. I understand that. I have absolutely no problem with that. I have a problem in which the way he won. I don't like it. It's cheesy. It's lame. And there's no logic to it. Nobody made mention of him on the outside. The referees just stood there like a bunch of fucking retards. The announce team didn't mention anything until The Miz actually came back into the ring and eliminated Ziggler from behind. It's all the same shit. Repetitive, boring, garbage. Predictable. The Miz is your new IC champion. And overall, Battleground was, well, it was not what I expected it to be. I expected it to be a lot better than what we've seen tonight on the WWE Network. The best things about Battleground tonight, the Usos and the Wyatts, absolutely the match of the night. If you guys go to the WWE Network and watch one match, it is that match. Also, Wyatt versus Jericho as well. Dean Ambrose hiding in the trunk of a car, and his entire angle with Seth Rollins tonight, kind of, pretty much taunting him and stalking him leading up to their match. That's probably going to be booked for SummerSlam. That was a plus tonight. The worst thing about this pay-per-view was pretty much everything else. From the WWE Championship match to the Divas match to the undercard, it was just so ridiculous. There's no logic in anything the WWE did in that Battle Royal. A lot of missed opportunities tonight. WWE really failed with Battleground. It could have been one of those B-level pay-per-views that really stood out from the rest, and they failed to deliver. They really, were pretty much riding high leading into SummerSlam. I had high hopes that WWE was going to pretty much be solid going into SummerSlam. They took a big hit tonight with Battleground. Hopefully they kind of rebound tomorrow on Monday Night Raw from Miami. The Miami crowd should be unreal tomorrow night on Monday Night Raw, and we see Brock Lesnar returning to Monday Night Raw. Will John Cena be there? There's rumors that he's going to be filming Trainwreck in New York City tomorrow, that he's not going to be on Monday Night Raw. How is the WWE going to handle this situation? We won't know until we watch Monday Night Raw, but hopefully Brock Lesnar can save us all and regain some interest from fans who were displeased with Battleground tonight. I'm looking forward to it. I will have full coverage of Monday Night Raw Tuesday following the show. Tuesday morning I will be off from work. I will be following up on Monday Night Raw, so look forward to that. If you guys missed Off the Script, link down below. Chair Shot Reality with LeBar, Eisenberg, and Ghoulish, link down below. Follow me on social media for all updates regarding WWE and everything else on this channel. Links are down below. This is JD signing out for my Battleground review. Out of 10, I'm giving this pay-per-view a 4. And pretty much that's based off the Usos' unreal match with the Wyatts and Chris Jericho, Bray Wyatt, along with Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose, and the angle that they're building towards SummerSlam for their eventual one-on-one match. Other than that, this pay-per-view was a complete miss. And like I said, if you guys want to watch one match, go watch that Uso match. Unbelievable tag team match. Probably the best 4-man tag team match that you will see this year on WWE TV. I'll see you guys later. This is JD, and I'll see you guys for Monday Night Raw on Tuesday. Take care.